Ladies and gentlemen of the Tube of You, we are just about 24 hours away to the NFL draft. I'm going to give you my final NFL draft, considering there's been a lot of changes since we last have done this. I am TwoToneSports. I will be live for the entirety of the NFL draft. I will have it up. We'll be discussing every single pick, what I think, and we are going to go nuts on draft day because there's going to be a lot of movement. There's no way we're going to be able to predict all of it, but I will try my best. So, with that being said, let's kick off this draft. All right? I think the consensus number one overall pick is definitely going to be Bryce Young. Why? Apparently he tested the best in the cognitive test. Only concern about this man is he's 5'10". Weighed in at 204 at the combine, but to be honest, he could have just drank an entire gallon of water walking into the combine, and that could have put on 5 to 8 pounds. As for you, Bryce, going number one. But overall, he's the best playmaker. He's the best creator. He's the most overall ready QB out of Alabama, too. Was under Nick Saban. That's a huge plus. So, right here, earned a 92.2 grade in 21 when he won the Heisman, and then a 91.5 in 22. He's from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I can tell you right now, he ain't going to the Eagles. So, consensus number one overall pick is going to be Bryce Young. I got to open up this folder. Next, you have number two overall pick. So, in my eyes, this can go multiple ways. All right. So, this is either going to be Will Anderson or CJ Stroud. I don't see them necessarily trading this unless they get an absolute bag that you can't believe. Okay? Unless they get a crazy bag. It's just what I see. So I'm honestly going to go with Will Anderson Jr. here. Best defensive player in this draft. I know Jalen Carter here is ranked number 2. Will Anderson is the best defensive player in the draft. I had him going number 1 over I had Anderson going number 1 over Carter before all the off the field issues happened. I mean, just a better prospect. 6'3", 253, can honestly play all over. He's a blue chip edge, and Texans need him. I know. Don't be shocked if CJ Stroud goes here. Looking at the analysis, that's really what it's been, but I just feel that Will Anderson Jr. is probably the better pick here. And who knows? Who knows what can happen around 12? We got to see how this draft falls. All right. Once again, they have 12 because of Deshaun Watson. Kind of crazy, guys. Kind of crazy. I'm thinking if the Cardinals sit here and they're like, oh shit, Anderson's gone, maybe we expect them to take Stroud. Teams are like, oh my god, they didn't take Stroud. Teams are going to move up to 3. They know the Colts are going to take a QB, so teams are absolutely going to move up to 3, and we're going to try to project that. So what teams need QB? I don't see the Raiders moving up. I don't necessarily see the Falcons moving up. Raiders are moving up because they have Jimmy G. All right? I'm going to put that out. Falcons, I think they believe in Ritter. I really do. Shockingly, I think you can see the Titans moving up here. I think you can see the Commanders, I almost called the Skins. The Commanders moving up here, but that's way too much to give up. Realistically, the only teams that are going to move up to 3 without giving away like half of their draft is going to be Raiders, Falcons, Titans, or even the Colts. The Colts could move up to 3 here. Probably not. It's very rare that you really see that. But we're going to do the trade right now with Teams interested. Ready? Falcons, Patriot. Yeah, it's just. Honestly, I really think about the Titans here. I don't know if. You know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to have the Falcons move up here. Yeah, they like Ritter, but they really put a lot into that defense this offseason. All right? I'm going to have the Falcons move up. They're going to give up pick 8, and they're going to give up their 3rd round pick. All right? We're going to have the Falcons move up here to 3, and they're going to draft C.J. Stroud, if I can find him. They're going to draft C.J. Stroud. Realistically, guys, their offense is looking kind of nasty. You got Drake London, you got Pitts, and then you're going to have Stroud. You got Cordell Patterson still. I mean, their defense, they totally revamped in the offseason. Got Jeff Okudah. You got Calais Campbell, I believe. You got Jesse Bates. I just think this is probably the smartest move for the Falcons. Nice trade back, too, for the Cardinals. I just think Will Levis is going to go here. I think Will Levis is, like, definitely linked to the Colts. I'll be shocked if he's the second one off the board. There's, like, rumors or whatever that he may have been the first quarterback. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying that at all. So I'm going to do Will Levis here, 6'4", 229. He's going to go to the Colts. Why? They got Jonathan Taylor, Pittman, Pierce, Jelani Woods. Their defense is looking nice. I know it needs a little help. But they had Phillip Rivers and Matt Ryan, and Carson Wentz. Come on. Come on. Pretty much one of my... I'm going to say number 5 is probably the sure pick for me in Jalen Carter. I just think it's way too much value. He's ended up falling to Seattle here. And I just wouldn't really be shocked by it. I just think it's the right pick, and he was arguably one of the best. He's number 2 in my eyes, but people argue that Jalen Carter is number 1 overall pick for the longest time. I mean, 6'3", 314, could play anywhere on that defensive line. It's a move Seattle has to do. It really is. It's a move Seattle has to do. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. I don't know if you guys are going to agree with all of my picks. Okay? I'm going to say that right now. I'm going to go based off of what I think is most likely to happen on draft day. And just the buzz that I'm hearing. So, I kind of really am thinking about this trade. I like this trade a lot. I'm going to do it. I'm going to have the Lions hop out of the 6th pick here and go back to 11. Just pick up another 3rd round pick. I mean, they're going to move back a little bit, pick up a 3rd round pick, and boom. Yeah, I'm going to have the Tennessee Titans coming up here. Why? I've been seeing a lot of the rumors that they just don't believe in Malik Willis. Their QB play last year was brutal. I know they need offensive line, but it's kind of deep. They're going to panic because you have 3 QBs off the board here. They're going to panic to come up and reach one of the highest ceilings in the draft. Okay? And what is that? Mr. Athletic Freak Anthony Richardson, 6'4", 244, about to be 21. He needs to be a little bit better at QB, but everything else, the dude is a monster. Okay? My teeth is killing me. My gum is killing me. Everything else, this dude is a monster. It's just the way it is. So, Tennessee going to move up here. I'm actually pretty comfortable with this Raiders pick on what they should do. Okay? So, what the Raiders should do is Peter Skoronski. Why? He's the most versatile offensive lineman. You could play him at guard. You could play him at tackle. I would assume they're going to come in and have this kid try to play tackle. The only concern is his arm length. But other than that, like 6'4", 313. When it comes to technicals and actual blocking, he's got it all. He's got it all. All right, so now we have the Cardinals on the clock. All right, I had them already trade back. I'm going to project another trade here. I'm going to have them trade with... Why can't I find their name? Buffalo Bills. Why? I'm going off of another rumor that I have seen. DeAndre Hopkins. I'm going to say... DeAndre Hopkins is going to go for a third-round pick this year. And you know what? We're going to throw maybe a possible fourth next year just because. I don't think it's... You know what? We're going to leave it at just third-round pick because his contract is pretty heavy. So right here, we're going to project the Bills give up this year's third-round pick for the Cardinals. Boom. They got DeAndre Hopkins, all right? So Bills are getting DeAndre Hopkins. This is all what I think is either going to happen during draft, or right before it. Okay? So now you have the Cardinals here. Now you got a spot at receiver. You got a spot at edge. You got a spot at corner. What are you going to do? You're probably going to take the best value here. In my eyes, who is the best value? This man right here. They're going to take the 6'6" freak out of Texas Tech. The Texas Tech Red Raiders, okay? 6'6", 271, about to be 23. All over the place, very versatile. They need it. They need that. I mean, we all know what he called it's gone. J.J. Watt. So it's just a pick that they need to do. It's a good trade back. They're getting rid of kind of like a little salary dump in DeAndre Hopkins. I mean, it's going to really put the Bills at the next level with that. Kind of changes my draft. That's the reason I wanted to get another one out here for you guys. So then you got the Bears on the clock. Just the way this has fallen, I think one of the best picks here. I'm going to go what they should do, and they definitely are going to do. I'm going to go with Paris Johnson Jr. here. Why? Well, they got Fields. They got another Ohio State guy in the tackle, Paris Johnson Jr. In my eyes, true tackle. He's the best in the draft. And, I mean, look, it's shown right here. Dude consistently plays, good grades, 6'6", 313. He's going to be your left tackle, and he's just going to dominate the left tackle position. So this is going to be really, really hard for the Eagles right here. Why? Insane the way this draft has fallen, and the fact that you're going to sit here and say, oh my God, what are you doing? Devon Witherspoon, Gonzalez are still on the board. Like, dude, you have no idea what you're talking about. I get it. But look at the way this has fallen. These are all true, realistic options. At this point, I could see the Eagles moving back a little. I really can. But with that being said, they're going to fill the biggest hole that they got on that team. Do I think it's a smart pick? No. Do I see it happening? Yeah. And what is that? At this point, They're going to take Bijan Robinson at 10. Why? He's arguably the number three on people's big boards in the aspect of, like, how good this kid is. 5'11", 215. I mean, well-rounded back, and just completes their offense. He really does. He just completes that offense. There's rumors of Jackson Smith-Njigba here. I ain't buying it. I'm sorry. I'm not buying it at all. I don't buy it whatsoever. So now what? Pick 11. Lions traded back. They swapped with Tennessee. They got a little extra draft value. Here we are. They're going to sit here and they're going to take... I'm going to take my CB1 and Christian Gonzalez. So I like who my CB1 is. Christian Gonzalez is coming off the board here. All right. So it's just what they needed. They got rid of Okudah. It's a smart move. So, boom. Texans went Will Anderson. Okay. So they're going to sit here. Holy shit. They need a QB. Why are they not going QB with their first pick? Well, honestly, I think they probably could have thought they would have had Richardson or Levis at this point. So here we are. Now, what else do they desperately need? So they got their edge of the future. I'm like Jackson Smith-Njigba here. And guys, that's who I'm going to draft. I'm taking Jackson Smith-Njigba here. Yeah, he's got the health concerns, but boom. Going to the Texans. We have an NFL update. What is it? Whatever. Going to the Texans. Now we got the Green Bay Packers. I already see the name. Dalton Kincaid. Okay. Boom. Why do we like Dalton Kincaid over the rest? 6'3", 246. Not going to be the biggest blocker, but when it comes to a receiving tight end, you're not going to get really better than him. Look, Kincaid could be a focal point of an offense with his route running ability after recording 70 catches for 890 yards. This kid has been legit. Okay? The kid just produces. He's going to go over to Green Bay. What does this leave here? Devon Witherspoon ends his fall. Okay? I think... boom. It's a true Bill Belichick pick. True Bill Belichick. Wow, what the hell was that? True Bill Belichick pick. He fits their system totally, and the value here is off the charts. This pick is easy, and I got to be honest. I'm gonna say straight up: if the Jets don't do this, they're stupid. Broderick Jones has to go to the Jets. They just got Aaron Rodgers. I'm going to make sure they actually updated this. Hold up. They just got Aaron Rodgers, and you can't rely on these fuckers. They didn't do the Rodgers trade. That's crazy. All right, well, whatever. We all know Aaron Rodgers is on the Jets. And you can't rely on Mekhi Becton. What's your purpose here? Protect Aaron Rodgers, keep him healthy. And that's exactly what they're going to do. Here we are with the Commanders. I just think I like Deonte Banks too. I think Deonte Banks honestly has edged out Joey Porter Jr. now. Just because he had that crazy of a combine. Deonte Banks is going to go number, 16 here. Kid ran a 4.35, 40-yard dash, 42-inch vert, and he's just crazy. He's got all the traits to be it. He just needs to get a little more technical, which leaves the Steelers with a flashy pick. I mean, it's a Cinderella story. Everybody believes it. Everybody thinks it's going to happen. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Joey Porter Jr. is going to follow in his father's footsteps. 6'2", 193. Plays very physical, okay? Only allowed 143 yards in 10 games. Kid plays very physical. And do I think it's the right pick? No. They should be doing tackle, but they're going to take Porter. They're absolutely going to take Porter here. Okay. So here we are. Tennessee I'm sorry. Lions traded back to 11, got Christian Gonzalez. Now they're going to sit here on the clock. Their mouth is watering. Why? You got your pick of these two, which is crazy. Which is insanity. So what do? I'm going to go Kalijah Kancey here. I keep wanting to call him Caligen. I don't know why. I like Kalijah Kancey, but that's what I'm going to draft for them. Just to completely, just really solidify that defensive line. You got Hutchinson. Now you got him. Now you got your new corner on the outside. Everything's looking pretty. Everything is looking pretty. The Bucs are on the clock. They need QB. But they don't think it's the right spot. Why? They lost their tackle. So what is the pick for them? Darnell Wright. Boom. Darnell Wright is going to come in, and he is going to be their tackle of the future. Look, plays left and right. Darnell Wright plays right. Okay? Look, absolute stud at the tackle position, and they're good. Jalen Carter, okay, went to Seattle. Now what do? Now what do? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm doing Nolan Smith. I haven't seen this projected to them at all. Why are we doing this? Uchenna Nwosu is going to be a free agent next year. Their offense is looking pretty good. Geno Smith looks really good. They got some young corners. They truly believe in that. They brought back Bobby Wagner. Let's work on the front. Jalen Carter, and then you're going to bring in Nolan Smith. Crazy value there. Okay? Crazy value. Now you're sitting here. What are you doing as the Chargers? I am a Chargers fan. Needs to disclose this. There's value all over the board. Lucas Van Ness is still out there. Brian Branch, Myles Murphy, Jordan Addison. If you want another tackle, you got Harrison there. You got big boy Dwan Jones. Zay Flowers. I mean, come on, guys. As the Chargers, they want speed and explosiveness. They are going. Hear me out on this one. The Chargers are actually going to... You thought they were going to trade, didn't you? I did not. They're going to draft Zay Flowers. Okay? Boom. Now you got the Ravens on the clock. Whoa. All right. So with the Ravens, you will now... I just think this is probably the smart pick here. Ravens are taking Myles Murphy, which is now going to lead. Let me backtrack here. Chargers are going to take Zay Flowers. Why? He's not the tall receiver that they don't need. Absolute crazy burst. Kellen Moore, who is their offensive coordinator, now wants to revamp this offense, make it absolutely explosive. Zay Flowers is going to be that guy. He's going to be the screen pass. He's going to be in the slot. He's going to take the top off the defense. And that's what they're doing. All right. So now you got Myles Murphy. Going to the Ravens. They haven't really had crazy edge help. They brought in Odell Beckham. Myles Murphy is wild value here. You can easily see Lucas Van Ness here as well. 6'5", 258. The kid is going to absolutely get on that defensive line and just carve it out. Which leaves the perfect opportunity here for Jordan Addison. Jordan Addison's going to be their route runner. I know they already got it in Justin Jefferson, but realistically, you can have another route runner, and that's just going to take this offense to the next level. Jordan Addison's going to come in and play the Adam Thielen role, which I personally think he can easily do. Yeah, I just see it. I just see it easily happening. And that's what's going to make us have a trade here. I think the trade you're going to see, because the Jets are looking at because the Giants are looking at a receiver. Do I do that? They're going to do this. This is the trade they're going to do. They're going to give up Miami's. They're doing a first, a fourth, and next year's fourth to hop up to Jacksonville's spot. You know what? We'll give the third. Third and fourth, hop up to Jacksonville's spot to hop the Giants. And they're going to now take Quentin Johnston. Why? This dude is going to be disgusting on that offense. All right? Juju's not there anymore. 6'3", 208. McCole Hardman, blah, blah, blah. This kid is going to just fill that role immediately. 6'3", 208. He's really 6'4". He could be their X receiver. Absolutely runs like a deer. Needs to play a little bit more physical, but man, would this kid be disgusting with Mahomes. Absolutely disgusting with Mahomes. I think they're going to miss out on Hopkins. Hopkins is going to the Bills. Now you got him here. Where does this leave the Giants? So we're going to actually take a peek over here at receiver. I don't think they bite for any of that. You're going to come here, look at corner. They could go Emmanuel Forbes. I genuinely think you guys are smart. And you're going to go Brian Branch. Brian Branch is going to fall all the way down to the Giants. Why I think this is a home run pick for the Giants, I don't necessarily expect him to fall to here, but it's a home run pick for the Giants. Look where he can line up. Dabble, Wink Martindale, they're going to love the versatility with this kid. 6 foot, 190, doesn't miss a tackle. I mean, the football IQ is off the charts. Love Brian Branch here. So, guys, this is actually getting a little crazy now. Why? Look at the value all over this board. I think the Cowboys are upset over the fact Bijan's off the board. Okay? Bijan's off the board. They're looking around. They don't need corner. They have Diggs and Gilmore. They're not going corner. I'm not sold that they're going running back yet. They could go Gibbs here. Let's see. Who do you guys want? Yeah, Michael Mayer. I do see Gibbs. I'm going to do a different pick here. Who did I say? Yeah, not really a different pick here. I'm going Michael Mayer. Dallas loves their tight end. Dalton Schultz is not there anymore. Don't get me wrong. I know their tight end room is still pretty good. 6'4", 249. Mayer's as polished a tight end as you'll see in the draft. True junior, 2,100 yards and 18 scores in his Notre Dame career. I mean, he's got it all, and that's where he's going. All right, so once again, I already said the Bills are going to get DeAndre Hopkins. So where does this leave the Bills? This leaves the Bills with an absolute home run value in getting Lucas Van Ness. People aren't going to even believe. People aren't even going to understand how the hell this has happened. Well, there you go. There you go. Lucas Van Ness wasn't even a starter in Iowa because they just love giving like the seniors a lot of the starts. In 13 games, look at his snaps. 478. That's not a full season. Let me see if I can find another starter. 478 snaps, okay? You're going to come over here and look at Will McDonald. Look. All right. And look, not as many games, blah, blah, blah. This kid's going to be disgusting for the Bills' defensive line. Home run pick. Now, You got Cincinnati Bengals here. What is the smart move for the Bengals? I'm going to tell you what it is. It's probably Anton Harrison is the smart move. But what are they going to do? No. Yes. They're going to grab Darnell Washington. Why? Dude is 6'7", 270. All right? He's not going in the third round. He can block just like a tackle can. Okay? He can block just like a tackle can. He's going to move people. He is their guy. Build around Joe Burrow. This is going to be a crazy target. This leaves us at the top of the draft. You still got value here. Brian Brees is still here. You got Sam Laporta, who's probably going to go, whatever. What are we doing? Guys, what are we doing here? I'm going to make a trade that may absolutely baffle some of you. But hear me out. Why can't I find them? They go up 73. No, they don't have to jump that much. All right. So the Texans are going to give up their second round pick and pick 104 to move up back into the first round. They're giving the Saints more draft value. Why? Saints have some needs. I know they can get the guard here, whatever. I genuinely think if you let this go, maybe Osiris Torrance is there. You're going to have a guard or whatever. The Texans are actually going to hop back up into the first round. All right, this pick has been traded so many damn times, nobody's going to be able to follow it. Why? Why are the Texans here? Predicting it, baby. Hendon Hooker, the end of the first round to the Texans. They have it in the back of their head the whole damn time. For a first round of a draft, you have Will Anderson, okay? Then you're going Jackson Smith in the Jigba. And then you are ending the first round trading up and grabbing Hendon Hooker at pick number 29. You're not even letting him get into the second round. Why? Because you can't take the chance. Kid's 25. He's going to be nasty, I think. He is going to be nasty. And honestly, their team is looking pretty sweet. So, where does that leave us? Well, here are the Eagles. And what do the Eagles like to do? They like to peek there at edge. And what do they need? What did the Eagles go with the first pick? They went Bijan. What else do they think they can possibly peek at? I think defensive interior, they're okay. But Felix and Duke Uzama's right there. I think Jack Campbell could be a pick here. We're kind of going to do the right pick in value-wise. We're going to take Brian Brees. Why? Because you're going to have Fletcher Cox. You're going to have Jordan Davis. I'm doing Brian Brees to strictly get that pass rush on the interior defensive line. It's also a good value pick. And yeah, I just think this is a hell of a pick. They love to rotate their defensive line, so keep it going. I know you went a little high on Bijan, but hey, you never know how these drafts go. Now, to end off this draft, he's gone. He's gone. He's about to be taken from me. They're all gone. Osiris Torrance is the right move here. It's the right move here. But maybe we give him more of a traditional tight end. I don't like any of them. So guess what? We're doing Osiris Torrance here. I know people like Steve. Let me look at this. Hold up. People are really liking the Steve guy more, but we're going to give him Osiris Torrance. I just think people need to give this kid more respect. 6'5", 330. You traded back. You got some value. And his stats are honestly off the charts. No sacks allowed. And, I mean, almost 700 offensive snaps. Your whole goal is to keep Trevor Lawrence clean. You knew you could trade back and get it. So, hell, this is how we are ending the final mock draft. Guys, the NFL draft is tomorrow. I'm going to be live for the entire draft. There was a lot of movement in this one. I think there could even be more movement. I need this to grade so we can see truly how many trades there were. All right, we had a trade at 3, so that's 1. We had a trade at 6, that's 2. This has already happened, so I guess we can call that 3. All right, 4, 5. We had 5 trades, along with 5 QBs. We had 3 tight ends? 3 tight ends. I mean, come on. Guys, this is how I just see the mock draft going down. This is how I see the NFL draft going down. Please, please, please tune into the draft. We're going to pull up PFF. We're going to also have the draft side by side. We're going to be discussing every pick. What's the next possible pick? And guys, I'm going to be live like 10 to 20 minutes before the draft. We're going to discuss some bets, and we're going to be running bets the entire night. So stay with me. Stay with me through the whole draft. I'll take care of you. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm excited. I started this YouTube channel, not only for me, but for you. We're going to get into the season and make some money together as well. Thank you guys for watching.